This video, I want to give you guys brutally honest advice about YouTube growth. I'm not going to waste your time. Let's jump into it. When I first started creating content on YouTube, I would start, stop. I was all over the place when it came to creation. I got my notes as always on my phone to keep myself organized because y'all know I ramble. Let's jump into it. First things first, you got to get clear about what you actually want from YouTube. Do you want to make money? Do you want to change your family tree? Do you want to improve? And in my mind, I wanted to get better at public speaking and also empowering people to do the same. I was afraid of the camera. So what I decided to do, I was gonna make videos. At first, I thought, it was gonna be a hobby, but then over time, it evolved into this thing where I was like, I'm helping people. You gotta ask yourself, do you wanna make money? Do you wanna help people? Do you wanna leave like a video photo album for your family when you pass on? Do you wanna create a business? You gotta say to yourself, like, what do you want? You gotta ask yourself. And I mean, listen, this is gonna be brutally honest. Like, what do you want? Stop waking up and saying, oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna create, I'm gonna stop. Listen, I've done that. I've been there. And I'm telling you, the only reason I'm being really, really harsh about this, because I was there. I sat here, I was like, oh, I'm gonna create these videos. I'm gonna buy this camera. And I kept putting the camera away. I kept being scared, and filming in public or filming all together. I said, how am I gonna script the videos? How am I gonna edit them? Do I need music? What am I gonna do? So I sat to myself, and I need you guys to understand me. Like, I need you guys to really feel me. Like, you can make videos how you want. Once you decide what you want, I need you guys to listen to me very closely. Listen to me very closely. I need you to be discerning and just go after it. If you want to make money, if you want to create content, if you want to have fun, if you want to vlog, if you want to, all these things you can do. It doesn't take much. I'm sitting here, I have my phone, and I always talk about this. I have my phone and my camera. If you don't have a camera, just use your phone. These phones are so capable, but I don't want to go off on a tangent about gear. You need to ask yourself what it is that you actually want when it comes to creating content. Don't be afraid of the unknown. Actually decide and take your time. There's no rush, but time does leave us. So decide what you want and actually start making the videos. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, the next one is stop living in default mode. Like, and let me break it down. Like, once you start making videos, right? You have to evolve. Let's say, for instance, you're not getting views. Let's say, for instance, people are not clicking on your videos or subscribing. Let's say, for instance, you're not getting engagement. Then if those attributes are a detriment, then find ways to improve them. Invite people to, to answer in the comments a question, or change your thumbnails, or get passionate, or practice talking in front of the camera. You can't just continuously be in this default mode where you're doing the same thing. That is kind of doing the same thing over and over is insanity. So if you're doing the same thing, getting the same results, like, listen to me, guys. Listen to me very closely. I am no expert, but at the end of the day, if you're doing the same thing over and over and getting no results, what do you expect? And I listen, I know in this video, every now and again, I get these videos where I get really, really passionate, so forgive me, but I want you guys to feel me. If you're doing the same exact thing and getting the same exact results, the only thing to do is just improve. Every video that you do, you need to try your best to get 1% better, 5% better, 10%, whatever it is. You need to say to yourself, all right, this is not working. Maybe I change this. Maybe I change the lighting. Maybe I change where I film the video. Maybe you need to get this ideology of improvement. There's no one should be considered, and just in general in your life, you want to get better every single day. What, like, I'm sorry, y'all, but you have to want it. Just stop just making a video or just in general getting up like it's an accident. You need to, once you decide what you want, like I said in the first one, you need to spend the rest of your natural life and going after it. I'm talking about in everything. You need to improve. You need to just set goals and smash them and just keep going. Like, we got one chance. Listen to me, guys. Listen to me, guys and gals. Listen to me very closely. We got one shot at this, one chance. Don't squander it at just, living in default and doing the same thing over and over. I know I get tired. I'm tired. There's nothing wrong with being tired. I am tired all the time. If I could, I would be sitting on the beach somewhere. Let's move on to the next one. Trust me, I understand Listen, I know this is a little bit more of a longer video, but I want you guys to dial in with me. You know, I've been making videos for a while, and in my mind, this is what I've been telling myself. And anybody who's around me, who's close to me, has heard these things come out of my mouth, and I want to share them with you so you can improve. Let's move on to the next one. And also, if you're getting value out of this video, drop a like on the video, subscribe, comment down below. What are some things that you are working on this year, and what are you going to do to achieve them? You gotta think about it this way. If you don't have a plan in place, you will not achieve. Things just don't happen automatically. And that's in every part of your life. Let's move on to the next one, y'all. I appreciate y'all locking in with me. All right. Now, choose. This is big because I suffered from this at one point. Choose to be the creator, not the victim. And let me explain. Now, I'm going to walk over here. You know, I usually walk over here during my daily walk to sit down with y'all and chop it up. We may chop it up a little longer. I appreciate you rock with me. Hold on. Let's put the camera down. Listen. Choose to be the creator, not the victim. If a video does not do well, if you did a live stream and something happens, if you, like, I can't explain it, but you got to feel me. If something is not working, change it. It doesn't have, don't blame the algorithm. Don't blame the gear. Don't blame, because I've been using the same camera. There's tons of cameras that came out. And not to say that you can't evolve and get better, but don't blame the camera. Don't blame the algorithm. Don't blame the audience. You need to sit here and say to yourself, I'm gonna just improve today. I'm gonna change how I use the camera. I'm gonna change the lighting that I use. I'm gonna change the position. You see how I was just walking and I'm sitting here? Change that. You can do it. It's not you. It's not the audience. It's not YouTube. YouTube is the audience and the algorithm. You are watching. You are the audience. You can't blame them. It's not their fault. You need to make changes. If you fail to plan, guess what? Then you plan to fail. That is something I've heard for a while, and it has resonated with me. Someone has told me that. Please, guys, listen to me. Listen to me very closely. It is up to you. It is not up to anybody else. You know, you have to have the discernment to make the adjustments and be nimble and adapt when things are not working out. Let's move on to the next one. I appreciate y'all, man. Yeah. Now, this one is huge. And sometimes I'll be like, man, I wish I could post a video 5 times a day. Hear me? 5 times a week. That would be wonderful. But your circumstances is not an excuse. If you work a 9 to 5, then you know what? Take your time and adjust your time. Make a video before work, make a video after work, schedule the video for tomorrow. Your circumstance is not an excuse. There is no excuse. I'm sorry. You don't have the best camera. Your phone has the best camera. I don't want to hear it. Comment down below your phone, and I best believe it has 4K, 30, 24, 60, or whatever it is. You have, and even 1080p is perfect. At this point, you got it. Even the iPhone 5S had a 1080p camera. So seriously, it's not the gear. It's not your 9 to 5. Don't make an excuse. You cannot make excuse. Your circumstances are not a detriment. They're an opportunity to improve. You can adjust the timing. If you work late, make a video early. If you work early, make a video late. Post it for tomorrow. Batch edit, things like that. You can do it. There's nothing against, I've had life events. I've had I'm tired. Having kids, having all these things. You can do all this. You're not a victim. Trust me, you can do this. Let's move on to the next one. Man, I'm telling you, man, I am fired up today. And let's move on to the next one. Do me a favor. Take 120% responsibility of when your videos are not performing. If, let's say, for instance, a video doesn't get that many views, and there's nothing wrong with that. Let's say if it gets 10 views, that's 10 people. If you get 10 more people to watch your next video, that's 20 people, and then so on and so on and so on. You need to study your videos. What can you improve? The punchlines, how you talk in the video, the audio, the video. You need to take responsibility. This is your business. This is your channel. This is your image. This is who you are. Take ownership and responsibility to improve. And that kind of ties into everything else. Let's move on to the next one. Come on, y'all. This one is huge. Stop looking for validation. And I'm going to say, listen to me carefully. Stop looking for validation. And this is brutally honest. If one person gets a certain amount of views, or if one person gets a certain amount of comments, let me tell you something. You need to enjoy the ride. Like, I'm sitting here in this beautiful view, this beautiful scenery. Finally, the snow has melted and we still got snow around me, but enjoy these things. Stop looking for validation around this and that. Just enjoy the process. Like I told you guys earlier, you only get one chance at this. And I'm talking about life. It's so beautiful. Think about it. You have a phone that you can create content, consume content, create businesses, you can do transactions. Like, think about it. You can make a payment with your phone. Like, in the past, it was only checks, debit cards, credit cards, and cash and coins. Now I walk around with no cash in my pocket at times, and I could just make a transaction. You can watch, do all these things with your phone. Enjoy this. This era is tremendous. You can make multiple channels. You can make money on different platforms. You can do all these things. This is beautiful. Stop looking for validation. What is it? What is it? What I have a saying that I'm so fired up. I have a saying like, success envy. It's bad. You build your own success. You can do so many different things. Don't have success guilt as well. Be happy that you are doing good. Be happy that you're empowering others. Be happy about all these things that you are doing, because not too many people can do what you do. It is the, man, listen to me. Listen, guys, listen to me very, very, very closely. Listen to me. I'm sitting here with a camera that fits in my pocket, and I'm talking to people all over the world. There are not too many people who can do that. And the fact that you decided and you decided and made that discernment to create a page, create content, improve. That's all I ask you guys. Listen to me very closely. You can do this. Let's move on to the next one, y'all. This is the last one. If you made it this far, do me a favor. I appreciate you, man. You are a GOAT. Let's move on to the last one. And you listen to me. You owe it to yourself. You sit here and you said, you know what? I'm gonna take my hard-earned money. I'm gonna go buy this phone. I'm gonna go buy this camera. I'm gonna, improve my lighting. I'm gonna get a studio space. I'm gonna just change my whole. I have this little closet. I'm gonna turn into a studio. I'm gonna create videos before work. I'm gonna create videos on my break. I'm gonna study how to get better at this. And then let's say you may want to go and start your own photography business. Be a wedding videographer. You want to do work for clients and stuff like that. You want to do things so that way your children and your kids can improve their natural fabric of life and stuff like that. And you just want to do it for fun. Yo, this is huge. This is huge, y'all. Y'all have no idea. There's so many people who want to do it that just don't, but you are already here. And this is my honest advice. Keep making the videos. You can start messy. You can do them for fun. You could do them when you're tired. Do them when you're annoyed. Do them when work pisses you off. Do it when you're just like, just create the content. My last recommendation is just to, when you feel stuck, find someone who has a similar, and I was talking to my barber before I did this, and this is why this comes to mind. Find someone who aligns with you, who has the same passion, that wants to create content. And if you do, you can work together and push yourself to greatness. It doesn't have to be complicated. It could be a nudge, like, yo, you working on that video? How was that last video? Yo, I figured this new thing out. I'm using this tool, and shout out to you, TC. Thank you for keeping me grounded in those tough times. It's all so simple, and you can do so much more. Take this brutal advice, make the video, be consistent, show up for yourself. You owe it to yourself. Do me a favor. You are a real one if you made it all the way to the end of the video. And this has been a solid 15 minutes of advice on how you can consume content, you can create content, and you can also change your family tree if you just make the video. Do me a favor, drop a like on the video. We are on our way to 7,000 subscribers. I cannot believe it. And I appreciate every last one of you. It's amazing what you can do when you just are consistent and you have the discernment to make videos. Do me a favor, drop a like on the video, subscribe. Do me a favor, once again, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Peace.